Christina Aguilera, whether
they're
she'll
all
ever
on
admit
that.
it, they're all on it. I mean, the Kardashians are definitely
skinny
on.
injections, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure, doing something like Ozempic, but they all seem like they're looking really good. Hence, probably having a little lift or maybe a little bit more volume put in.
And I think with celebrities who've had that significant weight loss and who've been previously overfilled, you need to think, where is that facial tissue going? Like you will have laxity, you will have volume loss, and that is not treatable unless you're getting some form of surgical intervention. That's why sort of when I'm doing these videos, they're looking at the timeline of events of what they've been through previously and how they look now, and realizing the only way to achieve the look they have, I'm thinking Lindsay Lohan, Kylie Jenner, Christina Aguilera, they've all likely had some form of surgical lift, because you can't have that facial appearance knowing what they've been through previously. And that's, why it's often quite obvious to someone who knows what they're looking for.
I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, what are the telltale signs?
Yeah, I think it goes back to having an understanding of the previous history, where they've previously looked overfilled.
Right, in past pictures.
In past pictures, where they've lost weight over quite a short period of time. And just knowing how faces look, because I've obviously worked in this industry, I know what faces look like when they've gone through that process, because I treat them or maybe advise them going for surgery. So having an understanding about similar people who I see who've gone through that process and how the face looks after that, often the only way to make them have that lifted, youthful look is through a surgical lift.
I think a lot of people don't realize that these celebrities, when you really think about it too, they disappear for a bit. It seems like, because it's just like a blip to us, and we don't realize, like, for 2 years we didn't see Lindsay Lohan, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly they come back and they look amazing. What do they think they were doing, right?
Yeah, and I think, as I said earlier, this industry is so advanced now, and the downtime and recovery period is much shorter than what it previously was. So, you can have, even what we call an endoscopic facelift, is where they go in the hairline or behind the ears with a sort of mini camera, and they use sort of more intricate tools to achieve that lift, where it's less of a deep plane approach, but it's done a bit more in younger patients, for example, like the ponytail lift we spoke about earlier, where you have that sort of mid and lower face tightening, but it's not a deep plane approach.
And then are there signs like scars to look for or anything like that?
That's the beauty of it. And that's why people think, how do they look so different? But you can't really know, because, these scars are, in the hairline behind the ear, so not visible.
Yeah.
And often very small and heal really well. So often to the untrained eye, you would never know.